Warren Edward Buffett is one man that speaks, and everyone stops to listen. And this may not be attributed to the fact that he's on America's list of top 5 richest men, but because of how much wisdom he has gathered and displayed in the business realm through the years. Some of his quotes center on life, success, financial discipline, leadership, and more are well recognized worldwide. Welcome to Honeybee, and today we are talking about Warren Buffett's daily routines. Now, let's talk about how influential this man is for a minute, shall we? Warren Buffett has built his wealth over a long time through dedication and hard work. With a man who's as highly disciplined and committed as he is, it's difficult not to be on the Forbes list. His net worth as of December 2020 stands at over $85.6 billion, making him the world's fourth wealthiest person. How did he manage to be so successful? What are some of the things that he does in the morning to maximize his chances of increasing his wealth and staying influential? That's what we will be looking at shortly. Who is Warren Buffett? Warren E. Buffett is an American investor, a philanthropist, business tycoon, and Berkshire Hathaway Chief Executive Officer. Globally, this man is considered as one of the most successful investors that the world has ever known. He fell in love with business and the idea of investing well in his youthful days, and the burning desire to be a successful businessman drove him to Columbia Business School, where the young lad built the philosophy that he has till date around investing. He later furthered his business career in the New York Institute of Finance to sharpen his economic knowledge. And after that, he began partnering with brands and big names in the industry, including Graham. In 1956, he created what he calls the Buffett Partnership, and this firm helped him acquire a textile manufacturing organization, which he called Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett has since been the chairman and the largest shareholder of this organization from 1970 till date. Over the years, Warren Buffett has been seen as both a role model to many in the business and investment sector and a high-value man. So, what are some of the things that this man does each to maximize his chances of success? Stick close, because it's time for us to find out. Warren Buffett goes to bed every night at 10:45 p.m. and wakes up every morning at exactly 6:45 a.m. every day. And this is a practice that he says he has abided by for a long time. You might be tempted to compare the time he wakes up to that of other successful men, but for a man his age, that's quite early. After that, he prepares and heads out to work. And while on his way, he usually stops at McDonald's, which is his favorite spot to pick up breakfast. As a wealthy man, you would think he would swipe his way through anything, but not Warren, as he always tells his wife to put enough money in his car that would help him purchase the things he needs to buy for the day before leaving for work. Severally, Warren has been spotted with candies and chocolates both during meetings, interviews, and conferences. And when asked about his obsession with it, he confessed that he's a junk lover. He also says he enjoys and eats them often like a 6-year-old. Wow, can you believe that? In case you didn't know, Warren is the co-owner of the famous soda Coca-Cola, and each day he drinks nothing less than 5 cans. Every day, he ensures he is present at the office before 9:30 a.m. because that's when the stock markets are open and business transactions are its peak. Once he is done trading in the stock market for the day, he walks back to his desk, which he says he has used for over 50 years. Warren Buffett also reads not less than 5 newspapers every morning, with Omaha World Herald being his favorite. Like most preoccupied billionaires, he pays less attention to his phone and emails while at work. It's not like he fills the leftover time with unending meetings, by the way, but he prefers to make use of that precious time by reading. Since he's not a fan of boardroom meetings, he would rather shut the doors and windows of his office and read for as long as possible, because that's what gives him maximum pleasure. In an interview, Warren advises us to read at least 500 pages of a newspaper or something educative every day, because it will help you build knowledge over time like compound interest. On a few occasions, he says reading helps him avoid impulsive decisions in business too. When it comes to business meetings at work, count Warren out. If his presence is needed at all, then the meeting has to be as brief as possible. Once he is done for the day, he hops into his car and drives himself home. That's enough to tell you that this billionaire is still mentally and physically strong even at old age. Card games are among his hobbies, and he enjoys playing them often with his billionaire buddy Bill Gates. Every week he spends not less than 12 hours playing it. To prove how much he loves to play, he once hosted a competition called the Buffett Cup. Whenever Warren isn't reading or playing card games that keep his mind alert, he plays his favorite instrument, the ukulele. This hasn't always been his favorite instrument, but the reason he picked it up and learned to play it so well was only to impress the girl that he had a crush on during his youthful days. The girl he had a passion for was dating another man who played the same instrument at the time, so Warren thought it wise to play so he could win her heart, but all efforts went to the trash can. In life, we don't always get what we want, and Warren understood that. So he was able to let the girl go, but not the skills. To date, he plays the ukulele outside work, during meetings, and at conventions, and he loves it as much as reading 500 pages every morning. Golf is also something he finds pleasurable, but rather than buy a golf club to enjoy the game, he would rather play it in the company of people he is comfortable being around. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. As a billionaire, you would think Warren can afford to throw around a few thousand on acquiring luxurious things, but he is not a big money spender type of billionaire. It is said that his most expensive venture is the private jet which he bought solely for business trips. Rather than spend money on material things, he prefers to give it to charity to help better humanity at large. It would also interest you to know that he, alongside his close billionaire buddy Bill Gates, founded the Giving Pledge organization in 2009, whereby billionaires pledge to give away at least half of what they have as fortunes to charity. It hasn't always been rosy for this billionaire, as he had a series of ups and downs in life. He was turned down and discouraged a couple of times, but his commitment and dedication pushed him to excel above his peers. And that is something worthy of emulation. Do you like our list? Check out our other recent clip from Honeybee, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.